Hello, welcome back. More EU4 Italy, closing in on what we need to form the reform rather, the Roman Empire. We passed quite a bit of time in between the last episode and this one. It is now March of 1684. We had to wait a bunch of truces out, especially because while we were waiting, East Prussia and France went to war with each other. And we got the Great Power Intervention thing, so we were able to intervene on East Prussia's side. We really didn't do much except occupy the south of France and fight like one battle. But we got all this right here, Provence area, back permanently now. We mopped up Portugal, and we mopped up everything we needed over here in the Middle East to be able to form the Roman Empire. Apparently you gotta have pretty much all of Iraq to be able to form the Roman Empire, but hey, is what it is. Otherwise, our colonies have mostly just been mopping up. As you can see, Grain Coast here is trying to finish off Timbuktu, but we're farther ahead in tech now than we were before, and we now actually have that lovely Imperialism CB. And our truce is up with Madrid. We have claims on all this. We need to take all of this. So, as one might be able to see, we're just going to go ahead and get into the war. We're actually going to use the Imperialism CB. Now, they're allied with both East Prussia and France, but neither of them want to join the war. New Providence and their colonies, well, yes, we have a pirate republic. New Providence. I don't think they'll be able to contest us at sea, though. So, let's go ahead and use that CB and go ahead and declare. We're just gonna immediately occupy everything we can and catch. Oh, Toulouse just broke away from France. France has been not having a good time since they lost that war to East Prussia. They have been not having a good time at all. I think they probably had to take on a lot of debt to fight that, and it's biting them on the ass. Oh well. Good for us. Now let's actually remember to put the navies out. Try and catch that navy here. Oh, looks like Grain Coast beat us to it. So let's just go ahead and start the blockade. Madrid already sieged down. We'll go ahead and just keep it moving. We'll force their navy out to sea momentarily and absolutely crush it. As we are wont to do. We gotta have all of this. I'm getting tired of fighting war after war after war in Iberia. Even if we don't take a lot of colonies this go around, I want this to be done with. If we just wipe these guys off the face of the earth, their colonies are gonna all become independent anyways. At least I think that's how it works. I don't know. What do I know? I only have 1,050 hours in this game. That's like barely starting. It's barely starting to truly understand the mechanics. It would be funny if it wasn't just true and sad. It's like we snagged a couple of their transports. We'll give that to one of our other fleets when this war is over. Oh. Random admiral. One of my fleets halfway across the world died. Oh no. Anyways. Alright, you can go back to like Places that have supply. Yes, you can go back to places that have supply, please. I would like to not take a ton of drill loss from attrition, thank you. As expected, an absolute blowout. Nothing short of that would have been accepted. It would be pretty sad if we didn't have an absolute blowout with our superior technology and, you know, double numbers. Oh, we got another monument. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and build that up. It's not like we're lacking in money. And they started building something else on that province. Whatever. Alright. But to be fair though, look at that. We're making 1,888 ducats a month here. That is absolutely bonkers. I know Sevilla has plenty of supply. Oh, I forgot. We need to number you and give you a general. Yeah, we did have like 100k. And I'm building a ton of universities. Let's see. You'd be the 17th Army. Oh, right. Can I not have a brainlet moment there? Thank you. That would be much appreciated, game, for me to not have a brainlet moment. Oh my god, rolled a turbo general. I rolled a giga general. How ridiculous. Well, at this point, we pretty much just gotta let our colonies do their thing and ticker them out and all that. So we'll be back in a moment when we're ready to peace out. Oh, Lord. They didn't take all of Timbuktu. Oh, that'll be another war Grain Coast does in the future. But anyways, as I said, we'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, it looks like we've finally got a peace deal. We are, of course, going to take all of what remains of Madrid. We are taking another little chunk out of Mexico. A couple provinces to our Italian Brazil colony, out of their colonies down there, and another big old chunk to Italian Zambia, our strongest soldier. Let's take some money too. Beautiful. Look at that clean Iberia. You love to see it. Whole lot of cores we gotta make. But we get 75 of each power and 25 army tradition for completing that mission. Now also, while we were at war with Madrid, our truce with France did expire. They mopped up their breakaway province of Toulouse there, but then Auvergne went ahead and also declared independence. So, a little ridiculous there. Getting a little silly. And getting a little wacky. Get rid of all that. The Mine City. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pony up to start building that. And then, once again, we're going to wait for a little while just to make sure we get all the cores done. Make sure we're not going to have rebellion after rebellion in Spain. These our colonies are just going nuts. They took Byzantine Mexico and Byzantine Louisiana here, took a large chunk out of East Prussian Louisiana. Basically, Italy rules the waves and the Americas, and Africa, and Southeast Asia. But, like I said, we're going to wait on cores and everything, maybe get some religious conversions started, and start prepping for another war with France. Because we need to take pretty much all this right here. Pretty much the entire southern chunk of France here we need to take for the 7 provinces. See, it's highlighted there. And then we'll need to take, well, the remainder of France, basically, for the Gallic Wars. Then we're going to need to take England and push up to the Rhine River. Take the Rhineland area. And then we'll be able to reform the Roman Empire. So, yeah, it's going to take still yet a bit of waiting. I could just throw all caution to the wind, get my forces in position, and immediately go in on France. But, I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have a whole lot. We could actually even call in, I forgot to say it, Scandinavia formed, Russia reformed, East Prussia had a few little breakaways like White Ruthenia there when they lost to Sweden, which became Scandinavia. Oh yeah, we're no longer allied with Hungary, by the way. They broke our alliance, so bully to them. So we ended up allying with Scandinavia instead. We could call Scandinavia and Bavaria in if we really felt we needed to. But like I said, I'm at least going to wait until the core is done. So we'll be back when we're approaching readiness for the next France campaign here. Alrighty, we went ahead and got everything cored up and got at least a good head start on converting all of it to Orthodox. Our colonies are going to have a few rebellions, but nothing that they can't handle. So I think it's about time we go ahead and strike while the iron's hot here. Go ahead and declare on France under the Imperialism CB. They'll call in all their subjects, but the only ally they'll call in is Scotland. I could call in Scandinavia and Bavaria, but Scandinavia is busy beating up Russia again. It's an ebb and flow in this one, man. These two were fighting each other not too long, like 10 years ago, and now they're beating up Russia together. So we'll leave them be. You know, let's just call them Bavaria for good measure. Just because. Just because. Now let's go ahead and start occupying everything we need to occupy until we find their armies. I'm also going to send the Navy up. I knew we'd catch them. Knew we'd catch them out. Excellent. And then we'll use the other fleet to hold their fleet there. Get in there, boys, and start occupying. Start sieging, start occupying. What's this? Another dang monument? What does this one give? Legitimacy, institution spread in true faith provinces. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Reform, progress, growth. Yeah, whatever. I'll fund it. I'll fund it, Mr. Moneybags. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. Sieging down France. Of course. How could I forget? Yeah, that 8K of French Columbia troops is all we've seen so far. And speaking of such, we'll probably give some land from French Columbia to Italian Columbia in this war. Speaking of such, let's actually take these troops down here just in case. Just in case. And keep sieging them. Keep occupying. You go over here, occupy that, and then siege down the fort at Geneva. Go ahead. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep carpet sneeding until we... Oh, there's the Scottish army. There's the Scottish army. But for some reason, they don't want to engage me. I wonder why. I wonder why they would not want to engage with me. Huh. Almost like they're completely outclassed. I'm glad they're letting me continue these sieges uninterrupted, though. And excuse the multiple bombs. We just, you know, gotta get things converted, man. Yep. We got a dead general. We got another dead general. You go to somewhere with higher supply limit, I guess. Alright. As soon as this siege is done, we're gonna try and jump that Scottish army. Ba-ba! Let's actually just go straight to French Comte. And the 4th Army will go straight to Paris. Who's in Paris? The 4th Army's in Paris. Come on, boys, finish that siege. It's 78%, come on! You come up here from, where you at? Oh, you're in Rome. For some reason I was thinking you were somewhere else. Come up from Rome. Alright, there we go. Siege at Armagnac is done. And we might actually get a battle. Alright, we've caught the Scottish army. Oh, of course, right as you're getting here, you lose your general. And you get a slightly worse one. Alright. Solid win, boys. Solid win. You are going to go intercept up here, and you two are going to hit that army in Narbonne. Mostly actual French troops, but with a few of their colonial troops in there. Coal discovered in Angora. Excellent. I need to give them another building spot so we can build a furnace there and get another 28 ducats a month worth of gold. Worth of gold. Alright, excellent. Another siege done and dusted. Let's go ahead and siege down that fort in Brittany while we win the battle here at Narbonne. Yeah, not much of a contest here. We won't get the wipe, but we still get a hell of a victory. Everybody else, just siege, siege, siege. Siege, siege, siege. You're gonna go around and hit Father Gascoigne here. Angers, Toulouse, occupied. Those forts in eastern France are taking the longest here. So we'll put at least one army on auto sneed. Yeah, I got some separatists over here, but Italian Zambia has more than enough over there to handle it. Siege of Franche-Comté. Done. Now we'll go siege down Luxembourg. But we'll catch the Scottish French Colombian army there. We lost an admiral and got a terrible one in return. Lovely. My favorite. And I thought we lost a general as well, but I'm not seeing what army it was. So it's an army that doesn't matter right now. So it's an army that I don't currently care about. That was a lot of pop-ups all at once. Now let's definitely hand out a harsh treatment. Alright, good. Looks like we're in the clear for now. We are in the clear for now. I'm gonna send you back to Madrid. It really appears like France didn't have much of an army at the moment. Paris, done sieged. Good, let's just start occupying our way east so we can corner them. We want to just corner them. How many more conversions left? Okay, that was all of them. So hopefully some of that unrest will start to fall off, like the independence for Madrid there. That'll all start falling off, and then it's just revolts in the colonies that we have to deal with. Let's go ahead and go beat up that Scottish fleet. Bing bong. Now back to blockading the channel. Oh, we'll hop in for the naval battle off the coast of Brittany. First off. Boom, there we go. That's their fleet pretty much done and dusted. I mean, they got a few ships. They got 39 ships still hanging out in Brittany here, but as soon as we occupy that province, it'll be kicked back out, and then it'll be another fleet blowout. Siege of Luxembourg over. Alright, soon France will be pretty much full sneeded down, and then it'll just be waiting until they want to peace out, because I don't want to invade the British Isles quite yet. Oh, another admiral or general died. Oh, 6th Army's general. Luckily, he just finished occupying that, so we can go ahead and get you a new general. Alright, he's not completely god-awful. Not 100% completely screwed. Alright. Excellent. Verdun occupied. I don't need the prestige. Alright. Bing bang. Time for you to die. Alright, that army of mostly colonial troops looks like is getting absolutely blown out. Absolutely wiped. Absolutely wiped. Wiped like my hummus after Taco Bell. And I can't even remember the last time I actually ate Taco Bell. And it's not like I dislike Taco Bell. I don't dislike Taco Bell. It's just every time I'm out and like in the mood to actually get something like fast food, which is rarer and rarer these days. It's just there's usually so many better options. Like, if I'm gonna spend this about the same amount of money either way, why would I get Taco Bell when I could get just basically anything else? Usually like, you know, Chipotle. The price difference for the amount of food that I eat in one sitting. I'm gonna be spending $30 if I go to Taco Bell or if I go to Chipotle, so. We've definitely had those moments where my wife looks on in horror as I go through 3 frickin' bowls from Chipotle or a burrito in a bowl. Man's gotta eat. Man's gotta eat, and I burn a lot of calories. I got it in my whole life. Oh, you eat so much. How are you skinny? It's like, oh, you don't realize how much time I spend working out, do you? Or how regimented the rest of my diet is. I just prefer to eat like 4 big meals a day rather than like 6, 8 small meals a day. Who's got time for that? Who's got time for like 8 small meals a day? Not this guy. Not this guy. My son would probably steal half of it anyways if I was eating that often. Oh, we had a disease outbreak here, but we are sieging down Breda. And then I think we'll just blockade the hell out of the British Isles and, well, you know, let them sit there and think about it for a while until they're willing for me to take pretty much everything I want and some in the war. Oh yeah, as expected, we'll just blow them out here. Our Grand Coast forces are actually going in on their backline and wiping them out. Yep, go straight for the fort, boys. Go straight for the fort. Occupy everything. And take out their fleet while we're here, please. If you please. I'm gonna start sending some of these forces that are just sitting here taking attrition back home. To Arnhem. Oh, I saw that army just disappear. I saw that. Yeah, we'll keep influencing Hungary just because we don't want bad relations with them right now, even though our alliance is broken. Alright, who died? Army in Egypt. Holy moly, it's almost a waste. It'd be a waste to put that Giga Chad general on a random army that's sitting in Egypt. We sunk their flagship. Beautiful. Love to see it. Let's... Dang it, I keep accidentally clicking through generals dying, so I don't know who died. Don't we love it when that happens? But this is the last army of the enemy on the continent. Good. As soon as the fleet repairs, we'll go and finish off their little fleet here, and then we're just gonna blockade British Isles for long enough for them to decide that this war is no longer profitable for them to fight. Beautiful. Now you also can go home. We'll leave one army up here just in case. Put the boys out. Wait for this fleet to finish repairing. And then we'll spread the ships out. Hold up a nice systematic blockade. And how much longer you got, buddy? Oh, you got ships that need to upgrade. Never mind, it's gonna be a minute. Alright, but we're just gonna set up blockades and wait, so we'll be back when we're ready. Alrighty, I think this is what we're going to take as our peace deal. We're going to take pretty much all of southern France. That's gonna be a pain in the ass, but hey, we're gonna do it. And then we're going to take most of French Colombia and give it to Italian Colombia, and except for these couple of provinces here are going to go to Italian Brazil. And that'll pretty much be it for that war. Let's take as much money as they'll give us on top of that. Boom, beautiful, look at that. 7 provinces, done. We gain Occitan as a accepted culture. Absolutely based. We get a permanent claim on everything in the France region. And so we need only 21 more provinces in the France area to get the Gallic Wars, which will give us permanent claims on all of England and Wales and the Rhine area. Beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead and just start coring all of that. And you can go ahead and come home. You're gonna have supply limit there, you're not gonna have supply limit there. Where are you gonna you're gonna have supplies in Barcelona. You're gonna have plenty of supplies in Barcelona. And look at that. Look how much better that border looks in freaking South America now. That is so much better. Go fuck yourself, Saxony. You can eat my entire Hanus. You ain't getting any of this back. Look at those borders. It's beautiful. Truly beautiful. But it ain't gonna stop there. We're going to continue against the French. Probably as soon as our truce with them is up, which will be 1706. So 14 years. 14 years, and we'll be able to go in on France again. Because, I mean, the rest of France, and then England, and the Rhineland, and we will be able to form the Roman Empire. We've taken a massive step in that direction, and stop yelling that you want military access. And frankly, I always forget how powerful the Imperialism CB is once you get it. And like how much more territory you can take in one war once you get that. Because, I mean, our AE really isn't that bad after that. So this is... We're in a game changer era now. We can expand a lot more per war. And so I think it'll probably be not too much longer before we're able to form the Roman Empire. I think if we just... Next war, we'll go in, we'll take all of western France and most of northern France. Maybe push this border up a little bit, enough to get us to where we need to be on the number of provinces in the France area. We'll core all that up, convert all that, and then, well, it'll be invading the mess that is Britain here, with England, Scotland, and French Wales all existing here. That's cursed. That is absolutely cursed. French Wales. Thought Wales couldn't get cursed enough as it is. Wrong again. Wrong again, boys. I'll have to pull those captured transports and put in another fleet, but beautiful. It's looking great. Couldn't be happier with the progress we've made. Yeah, lots of independence revolts over in the colonies, but none of them are going to succeed. But for today, I think that's a good place to hang it up. So thank you everybody for coming out and watching. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.